Greeting YouTube, Hardball Crazy with the video. Today is a one car special mail day. I got a couple of the cars in the mail today too, but those are for later videos. Today is the one I've been excited to add to my collection. As you tell by the title, this gentleman was the foundation of the Brooklyn Dodger Dynasty. Of course, we all collect, a lot of players collect them bums, the 50 Dodgers, who were perennial lost to the Yankees in the World Series and ended up breaking through at 55. And they're loved then, loved now, loved for decades. And they've been players have been very popular in the hobby, even the non-Hall of Famers, even though the Dodgers teams, Dynasty in the day, had many Hall of Famers, and deservedly so. But this gentleman basically was the foundation that all started out. Who am I talking about? Well, I was watching the Ken Burns documentary for the umpteenth time, and every time I watch it, I see something new, pick up on something different, and I have a thought of adding someone to my collection. And the latter part was for this guy, Dolph Camilli. I got his 1961 Fleer PSA DNA signed. His rookie card basically is a 34 Gaudy. I was looking at those, but they're a little pricier than I wanted it to be, so I'm waiting for cheaper ones that come up. I could pick up as one of his like 39, 40 play balls, but for about the same price or so, I decided I went for the autograph of him, and not too many. Even though there's several autographs on there, but picking up the autograph of a star player from the 30s and 40s is like, oh, not a bad option, so I'll just pick it up. So who is Dolph Camilli? Excuse me. He was a first baseman, power hitting first baseman. He started his career with the Chicago Cubs, like in 34 or so. Didn't really get much of a chance there. The Cubs traded him to the Philadelphia Phillies. There he became an established star, solid power hitting first baseman. Problem with the Phillies, the ownership at the time, they were on a shoestring budget, pun intended, because the owner was a shoe salesman. And how did a shoe salesman become owner of a Major League Baseball team? Well, he got inherited that. And he couldn't afford many of his players, many of his stars, attracting new players and keeping stars, just have like modest increases in payroll. So in order to keep the team afloat, he sold some stars like Dolph Camilli, and Camilli was sold to the Dodgers in mid to late 30s. 38, he became a first All-Star team with the Dodgers in 38, and in 41, he was an All-Star again and National League MVP. Of course, in 41, the baseball headlines was all over Ted Williams and Joe DiMaggio in the American League, while in the National League, he was the MVP, led the league in home runs and RBIs, and the Dodgers also were led by rookie sensation Pete Reiser, who was doing his own thing and running the walls, unfortunately, but he was captivating Brooklyn fandom, and the Dodgers did win the World pennant in 41, but lost to the Yankees, of course. Dolph Camilli was a power hitting first baseman. Like I said, he led the league in home runs, but he was also a high strikeout guy, high walk guy. He led the league in led the National League in walks and strikeouts several times. At one point, I think he had the record for the most strikeouts in a season. He struck out over 100 times, like 3 or 4 times before that was even a thing. He was, like I said, he was a power hitter. So by the time his career ended, he was a Brooklyn Dodgers all-time home run guy until 53, until Gil Hodges broke, and then later Duke Snider. And Dolph Camilli was a Dodgers through 1943, and at the middle of 43 season, Dolph Camilli was traded to the hated, rivaled National League team New York Giants, and Mr. Camilli did not like that whatsoever, because he heard it from the Giant fans, the back and forth between Dodgers and Giants, and he refused to play for the Giants. So, not being a Giant, the Giants had to get stuck and ended up selling his rights to the Oakland Oaks, the Pacific Coast League, and by near 45 during the World War time, he ended up being pick up some playing time because a lot of players were in the service with the Red Sox in 45, played a little bit there. Into 45 season, he left Major League Baseball, went back to Pacific Coast League, had some minor league managerial jobs, became a scout, but pretty much his career was over. And you look at his career numbers, he was a pretty good player. Ended his career with over 200 home runs, 900 RBIs, but his career was over by like age 34, 33 or so. His OPS plus, if you look at that, I think it was over 130, I believe, somewhere in that ballpark. And he was a solid star, solid hitter. When the Dodgers traded for him in 1941, in the late 30s, they never had won a world pennant since 1920, and they got the moniker of the Lovell Losers because they always finished dead last. And the McPhail, when they traded for Camilli, being a star player with the Dodgers, that he's hoping to go from a level of losers to more perennial contenders, and he was like one of the first big pieces in order to do so. And he became a fan favorite of Brooklyn and started bringing the fans back into Brooklyn and made the Dodgers into more of a contending team. So he became known later years as the foundation of the Brooklyn Dodger dynasty. This is Dolph Camilli, 1961 Fleer. A nice little PSA DNA card of him. I'll probably eventually add a card of him in the future, like a plain days card of him. I'm kind of looking for his 34 Gaudy rookie card. He's also got a 34 Diamond Matchbooks, kind of same year rookie card year of him, and maybe a Dodgers playing day card of him. I don't know, but Dolph Camilli is a player who's probably not talked about in the hobby, but he was a star player. And for any Brooklyn Dodger collector, if you collect all those 50s players, all the stars, the Hall of Famers, and plus Carl Furillos and Johnny Padres, and those players of that era, I think you should probably add a Dolph Camilli to your collection because he was the foundation of it all to begin with. And also, I would add Pete Reeser too, because about these gentlemen, with Jazzy Vance and the 41 team, they also had Ducky Medwick and Dixie Walker. These are the gentlemen who started the Brooklyn Dodgers contending teams, and you got to have a foundation somewhere, and these gentlemen here started it with the Brooklyn Dodgers, and probably allowed, being a contender, allowed Branch Rickey to assign Jackie Robinsons of the world and so forth. Anyways, I rambled long enough, and hope you have a wonderful night.